Howdy, MSers, little MSers, big MSers, old MSers, young MSers, happy MSers, sad MSers, mobile MSers, immobile MSers, all you MSers out there. How's it going? It's time for my life with MS. As far as I go, just another normal average week. Nothing too exciting going on. Still hot and humid as hell in the Midwest here. I did pick up a load at the storage shed today because our truck is back up and running. The shifting handle to go from drive, neutral, reverse, that handle, lever on the column. It broke on me a few weeks ago, and my mechanics finally picked it up. Oh, I think it was last Friday or Thursday, I think it was. And he gave me a jingle this morning saying it was done. Thankfully, it was only 160 bucks, which is a lot. But when it comes to not having a vehicle to run that's running, worrying that it's more like something down in the transmission or something that snapped. But no, I should have kept the piece. Damn it! It was just a tiny little plastic ring and nipple type thing that went over the top of the line, and it basically snapped, and that's what made the lever all loose. And it wouldn't shift into different gears or reverse or neutral or anything like that or park. So they towed it for me, fixed it up, got her all running again. So I am very happy. I decided it's hot and humid out, but they're only about 3 blocks from me. So instead of waiting till the wife got off work to pick her up and then go pick up the vehicle, I figure what the hell, just I'll take a walk over there. I got a break in my new shoes anyways. Took my cane with me and took my time. It was a nice little stroll. So my stupid left foot was not working well. It's wanting to fold over on me. It's my foot that I was born with the crooked bone on it. So that sucks because the new shoes that I'm trying to break in kind of got like wider little lips on the bases, and they kind of like force the foot to turn over a little bit. I get it on my right foot too a little bit, which is a normal foot, but the left one was in a lot of pain with it rolling to the side. But I'm used to pain, so not a big deal. Uh, Hopefully the fans aren't too loud. I got a few going right now, trying to get some airflow in this place. Just taking a glance at my kitty cat. Lemmy came back in the house, but didn't make it all the way to my chair so I could pick him up and do a tick check. One of my shows I did last week, sitting here doing one of my comic shows, and all of a sudden there was a tick crawling on my neck area. So that was just after I had the cat up on my lap, and then the day after that, he was laying on the ground with his head asleep on my foot. All of a sudden, I felt something crawling on my leg, thinking it was my imaginary bug issue I've been dealing with for the past couple of weeks again. And nope, this was an actual bug again. It was a tick. So I was not happy about that. 2 days in a row of the ticks. You know, I got talking about the damn ticks, now I got the bugs. Bugs crawling on me that I feel that aren't there. There's one behind my ear. But you gotta check them because every now and then there's actually a bug there. Speaking of bugs and insects, you know, this isn't MS related, but it's my life. We had a really cute spider that had a decent web started in the corner of our entrance doorway. So uh, washed my hair and didn't get it braided yet till the wife gets home. So I had the little hairs in my back of my neck too. But yeah, he had a nice little area and he caught something, so I let him finish eating that. And then I scooped up him and his web and moved it because it was only inches from our head every time we walked in, and I didn't want to get him stuck, bring his whole web into the house and stuff. I prefer he stays outside in that entryway or whatever. But then I obviously pissed him off because today I ran and got the truck, came back, and he was right in the center of the walkway, had a web going about 4 foot to the staircase on one side, about 3 feet to the original doorway where he had a spot, and then another like 3 foot web going down to my walker, and then a couple webs going towards my little stroller thing and stuff. And he just had that whole area. He's like, "Screw you! I'm gonna catch your big dumb ass for taking my web down." Well, I took this web down too because this one was definitely in the way. We were gonna run into it no matter what and knock his poor thing down, and he'd be screwed and have to deal with it. Didn't want someone that doesn't like spiders to walk into it, then freak out and squash him or something. He's really awesome. He's got like green and orange insides, little yellow and stuff. Kind of like he'd probably glow if you put a black light out there. And his whole butt ball was all see through. And the rest of him is like a light tan spider, but he's beautiful looking and just very eye catching. I just stared at it for the longest time while he was tucking his dinner in for the night. But I also, when I did get him down the first time, I had him he was like right on the edge of the container that I wanted to move him with. And so I put my finger up there to coax him down into the container. And he backed up and brought up a couple legs and all ready to attack my finger. They're just so cute. And it's like, I know if they were bigger, they could take over the world. They're the largest numbered species out there that could easily wipe everything out on this planet if they work together. And some of them that are huge and all that stuff. But yeah, I think spiders are scorpions and all them are awesome. And I like playing with them. It's like I had my baby scorpions in Arizona. Sit there and put the eraser side of my pencil in the aquarium, and they just go around with their little stingers attacking it. Uh, their little soft stingers because they weren't fully formed yet, but they were learning. But again, don't know why I got on that talk. But yeah, as far as I go, basically gait issues, vertigo issues. My eyes have been really bad the past oh two 3 weeks. That little where I get like the puffy, basically like the dandelions when they turn white, the little white little floaty things. Feels like I got a whole circle of those around my eyes, the outside of my eyes, the outer edge. And so everything I'm looking at, I see a little fuzziness all the way around. Well, it's kind of taken over my eyes completely the past couple of weeks. Now, when I start blinking, trying to get it to clear up, it gets a big puffy blotch of stuff in my vision, in my sight of vision. And it started getting a little better yesterday. And then, of course, right here behind the eye, uh, on the right side, which it's usually on my left side, right, this whole area back deep into the eye area. It just feels like there's a ice pick stuck in there. And it was painful all night long when I was trying to sleep. Of course, I sleep on my right side, so that don't help. But yeah, other than that, not too bad. I'm just not physically doing as much as I'd like to get done. Uh, but hopefully within the next 2 3 weeks, we'll start to get towards a little cooler weather, and I'd be happy with 70s, 60s, and 70s are my happy place. Then I can get shit done outside. But with the ticks and stuff, I want to do a bunch of trimming on my little tree line, get that cleaned up some, but I'd like to do it on a day that I can have a fire going. So I can just pile the shit on there and just keep burning. See what happens. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be able to do that. But other than that, no doctor visits, nothing like that going on. I, my vertigo has just been extra sensitive lately. Watching TV, video games, anything. Just constantly feel like I'm falling when people get near edges and stuff. Or if they look down on something, I feel like I'm falling down the whole area. Uh, Superman movie didn't really bother me when I went last Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm going to probably go. I think I'm going to give in and go to the Fantastic Four movie because Tuesday is $5 movie day, so $5, go sit and watch a movie. It's better than just going out and getting a 12 pack or something. It's a lot cheaper. And I can enjoy a movie, but I do have to pick up an $8 bag of popcorn on the way out for the wife, my wife. Uh, but yeah, that's it for what's been up with me. Uh, I'll get to that later on. See what I got here to talk about. Oh, hey, dizziness and vertigo, vision problems, tingling and numbness, balance issues. These are some symptoms of MS that can also relate to these things. Dizziness and vertigo may both contribute to balance problems, but they're different sensations. Oh yeah, big time. I mean, dizziness I had for a majority of my life. People would think I was wasted off my ass at our little teenage parties, and I'd get just unsure footage underneath me because we were out in the woods or whatever, and I'd biff it, just walking around and stuff. I'd tip over. Never knew I had MS back then. Because parents, teachers, and doctors didn't give two shits back then. If you're not dying, who cares? Grow up, get off your ass, get back to work. Such a cruel time. Uh, but yeah, my vertigo didn't kick in really bad. So I want to say about 25 years ago, I first noticed it. Well, hell, I think I first noticed it with video games. Now that I think of it, because I used to love all the plane games and stuff like that, and the dropping and stuff, and the edge views and all that messed with me. And then being out in public, stairs that had the see-through steps, or just a flat step, and then the front's all open, and you can see below the steps down to other levels. I'd just be standing there and just like, okay, if I take my leg and step on that first step, am I gonna fall face first? You just don't know. You just feel like you're being pulled towards the danger zone. I've mentioned many times I can stand 20, 25 feet from a ledge, knowing that the ledge drops off and seeing like the lake way out there and stuff. It My body feels like I'm being dragged towards that ledge and I'm going off it. So that's uncool, especially back when it was first really noticeable and stuff. I always had my dogs with me, and they always want to go play by the edge and stuff and see what's up. So you'd have to get closer and closer, and then I'd be like, "Hold on, otherwise me and you are probably going both over the edge. 'Cause I'm not letting go of your leash if I fall. Hopefully you can hold me up and I don't go down." But yeah, they are definitely two incredibly different sensations, but they're related in other ways. Dizziness refers to the general feeling of being woozy, lightheaded, or fainty. It may cause you to feel off balance or like you could fall while walking. Yeah, I'll have where I'm constantly tipping over or something. Just get that visual, soft visuals of kind of like fuzzy world. I also get the thing where the world bounces and feels like it's bouncing and tipping back and forth, and physically I feel that. Also, as my brain's seeing it, vertigo is an intense, false sensation of yourself or the world spinning around you. Okay, so that part with the thing would be the vertigo. I guess that wouldn't be classified with the dizziness. Even if you're not moving, the first time you experience this moving sensation can be very unsettling, even frightening. It is. I don't know what my first one was, but one of my earliest ones, when it hopped and then went like this, I pretty much was like very unstable, and I think I biffed it. Just feeling that whole visualization as if it was real. It's just a trip. It's amazing what our brains can do. It's the most important muscle in our body next to our heart. And they're the two things that we should care about the most. Looks, all that shit don't mean nothing if your brain and heart is broke. If you're working on your looks, you might get a broken heart. uh, let's see. They can be accompanied by other symptoms like nausea, vomiting, vision problems, tinnitus, or hearing loss. My tinnitus I've had for God, I want to say since the Gale days, so probably 40 years, 38 years, something like that. Inflammation from MS damages myelin, which is the protective layer that covers the nerve cells. This process, yeah, we know all that. This is getting into something else, isn't it? No. Demyelination in the cerebral cortex may cause dizziness or vertigo. This is because the nerve tracts that provide physical balance and feedback about body position travel in the brain stem, and the cerebellum controls balance. Other factors may also cause vertigo. For example, an inner ear problem may cause peripheral vertigo, which is the second type of vertigo. Other possible causes of dizziness or vertigo might include dehydration, certain medications, blood vessel disease, migraine, stroke. It's like when I was caretaker for my mother. Okay, that's weird. My page is froze. Huh. Oh, didn't really need to read any more of that anyways. Um, yeah, when I was caretaking for my mom with dementia, the first few years, she'd act like she was drinking water, but she was only getting sips here and there, not getting a good full bottle or glass of water in her system a couple times a day. So she'd always have dizziness problems and stuff. And as soon as I sat her down, got her a nice ice cold cup of water, and she sat for 5 minutes, she felt 100% better. And you just constantly tell her, drink water all day long. Or at least drink one full cup of water with breakfast, one full cup of water with dinner, one full cup of water with lunch. And if you can, get a cup of water in between all three of those meals. And that could help lots of things, not just dizziness. Chickpeas. I love them. I pick them up, but I don't cook with them enough. But yeah, they are good. There's lots of things you can make with them. They're healthy for you. They got a rich source of vitamins, minerals, and fiber. They may offer a variety of health benefits, such as aiding in weight management, improving digestion, and reducing your risk of disease. This legume is high in protein. It makes an excellent replacement for meat in many vegetarian and vegan dishes, which I'd have no problems with. I like meat, but I can also live without it. Sounds like I got decent protein alternatives. And low calories, got 269 calories. This is for what? 1 cup. 269 calories, 14.5 grams of protein, 4 grams of fat, 45 grams carbs, 12.5 grams fiber. You get 74% of your daily value of manganese. You get 71% of your daily value of vitamin B9, folate. Copper, 60% of daily value. Iron, 26% of daily value. Zinc, 23% of daily value. Phosphorus, 22% of the daily value. Cat got up, so I gotta make sure there's no little black things crawling around. Phosphorus, manganese, thiamine, vitamin B6, selenium, potassium. Basically, chickpeas contain a moderate amount of calories and several vitamins and minerals. They're also a good source of fiber and protein. Uh, they'll help you with keeping you full also because of the protein and fiber. Uh, they're an excellent source of protein, which may aid in weight management. You know all this. We talked about all this. More things about a healthy weight. Good for diabetics because they have a low GI and are a great source of fiber and protein, all properties that support healthy blood sugar management. Could aid in digestion with it being a healthy bacteria in your gut. Uh, Chickpeas may help prevent some chronic illnesses, including heart disease, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. May promote brain health, since it's rich in several nutrients that may support brain health, including choline, magnesium, selenium, and zinc. They're a good source of iron and may help safeguard against iron deficiency. They're cheap and taste great in numerous dishes. Of course, they're a main ingredient in hummus. I was hoping they'd have some new recipes I didn't see with it, but I guess not. But yeah, I'm getting ready to do. I think I'm gonna do another sugar flush. I know I already did one this. Well, no, October was my last one, so I didn't do one already this year. Uh, so yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna probably do one earlier this year, and then do one in like October, November probably. I'm thinking like maybe August. I'll do another sugar flush. Uh, our liver is very important to us. It detoxes and cleanses us, so we gotta watch it. Uh, Alcohol can cause fatty liver disease, acute alcoholic hepatitis, alcoholic cirrhosis. Uh, they say to avoid alcohol related liver disease, have no more than one drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. That's 12 fluid ounces of regular beer, 8 to 9 full ounces of malt liquor, 5 full ounces of wine, 1.5 full ounces shot of distilled spirits. Yeah, that's why would you waste your time drinking that little bit? It doesn't do nothing, and it doesn't taste great. I don't know. I just drink casually once in a great while. It's like, and lately it's been like once a week, but for a while there it was once a month or not at all, unless there's a football game or a hockey game that I'm getting into. Your medications can cause liver issues, so talk with your doctor and pharmacist. See what's up with that. Don't assume supplements are good for your liver because supplements, good variety of supplements, don't do shit that you think they do because they're already broken down or they're not the actual product you think it is. And it's not a regulated space out there. So a lot of supplementation is basically uh, what you call it, placebo. If you mentally have it in your brain that it's going to benefit you, then it may or may not. But if it does, more than likely it's the placebo effect because the actual item you're getting is either so minute or not at all. And there are good companies out there and stuff, but yeah, it's always a risk, and shit's not cheap. Uh, a friendly liver diet is eating a variety of foods like whole grains, fruits and vegetables, lean protein, dairy, and healthy fats. Uh, Foods such as grapefruit, which watch for. There's certain heart medications, which I'm on, that I took a grapefruit pill that was in a heart healthy pill pack, and it messed me up. So yeah, you're not supposed to have grapefruit with certain medications. So always check with your doctors. Blueberries, nuts, and fatty fish are known to have potential benefits for the liver. Fiber is essential for helping your liver function smoothly. Fruits, vegetables, and whole grains are great sources of fiber. Stay hydrated. Make sure you drink enough water. Limit fatty, sugary, and salty foods. Drink coffee. Coffee has been shown to lower the risk of liver diseases such as cirrhosis and liver cancer. Well, that's good to know. I drink my coffee. You just saw me start the show off drinking my coffee. It was my second cup of the day. I just drink coffee black. Exercise regularly. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – which is a that causes a disease that causes liver inflammation. Uh, you can protect yourself against hepatitis by first understanding how the most common forms spread. Hepatitis A is transmitted by consuming food or water contaminated with the feces of someone who has hepatitis A. Yum. Hepatitis B is transmitted through contact with bodily fluids from someone who has hepatitis B, such as blood, vaginal discharge, and semen. Yay! Hepatitis C is transmitted through contact with bodily fluids from someone who has hepatitis C. Yay! To protect against hepatitis, you can practice good hygiene, wash regularly, and sanitize. Take extra precautions when traveling. Uh, Avoid local tap water or ice and unwashed fruit or vegetables. Don't share personal items, especially intravenous drugs, needles. Make sure needles are sterilized before getting a tattoo or piercing. It is good to see it done. A lot of shops will be set up ready to go and everything looks like it's fresh. Nowadays, they'll have the needles still in the bags that they got to rip open, but I'd still want them sterilized. You never know what happened to them before they put them in the bag. Practice safer sex, get vaccinated, uh, watch out for environmental toxins, chemical aerosols, and stuff. But yeah, our liver is another very important organ, and we put it to the test by feeding it lots of crap. We are good at doing that. Let's see what these are. They got 5 yoga postures for fatty liver and overall health. I got a hiccup attack going on. I don't know what is going on. I had some cauliflower earlier, and that's all I taste. Cauliflower. I don't know what's up with it. I think it might be the humidity, but I picked one up the other day, and within 3 days, it's already going brown. So, don't know what's up with that. It's in the refrigerator, but I had to throw half of it out today. Uh, let's see here. The triangle pose. That's basically with your one leg pointing forward, out in front of you, and one or foot foot pointing forward. I can't speak today, but it's a triangle pose. Jump, step, or walk your feet slightly wider than your hips. Turn your right toes forward and your left toes outward, and right foot back, and move it all about. Raise your arms parallel to the floor, palms facing down. Hinge at your right hip and extend your right arm forward. Lower your right arm and raise your left arm towards the ceiling. Gently rotate your neck up and down, gazing upward or downward. Hold this pose for up to 30 seconds. Repeat on the other side. And it's kind of like you're starting out in a warrior position, hands up, and then you're just stretching yourself in those directions. The Sphinx pose, which is basically a lot like, I can't think of the damn name of it, planking. Begin by lying flat on your stomach. Place your elbows directly under your shoulders, firmly pressing your palms and forearms into the floor. Engage your lower back, buttocks, and thighs as you raise your upper torso and head. Maintain a straight gaze and focus on elongating your spine. I love that stretch. Hold this pose for up to 1 minute. Then the cobra pose looks very similar to what we just talked about. Lie on your stomach with your hands beneath your shoulders. Draw your elbows into your torso. Inhale as you lift your head, chest, and shoulders. Keep a gentle bend in your elbows as you lift and expand your chest. Engage your lower back, abdominals, and thighs. Hold for up to 30 seconds. Gently release the pose and repeat 1 to 3 times. There's the bow pose, which I cannot do. I got close when I was doing yoga every day for a few months. But this one, lie on your stomach with your arms extended beside you. Bend your knees and reach your hands back to grip the outer edges of your ankles, or you can look like me, a dying whale on a beach trying to reach my feet back there, and it's wobbling back. It's sad. If possible, lift your chest and shoulders off the ground. Gaze forward and take slow, deep breaths. Hold the pose for up to 30 seconds and repeat 1 to 2 times. And then they got the half Lord of the Fishes pose. I've never heard that name for it before. Uh, Begin in a seated position. Place your right foot to the outside of your left hip, pointing your right knee forward. Bring your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Place your left hand on the floor behind you, pressing into your fingertips for support. Move your right arm to the outside of your left leg. Gently rotate your torso and gaze over either shoulder. Hold the pose for up to 1 minute, then repeat on the opposite side. It's just, yeah, it's all about the floor with these poses, except for the one is standing, but 4 of them are on the floor. So I'm at this point where I get on the floor, I can't get off right up from the floor at the moment. So yeah, I'm kind of behaving on that aspect. Uh, I'll save this other stuff for later. Next week, we'll talk about mindfulness. Got to add some meditation to your yoga. And then if you can do that, I mean, seriously, I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's butt. And if you don't benefit from it, you're not doing it right. But if you can get a half hour or more of yoga in at least 5 times a week and meditate almost every day if you can, you're going to feel a lot better. It does benefit the breathing, using the different breathing techniques. Big thing with people that aren't as mobile is the lymph node fluids going through our body, and those need to be feeling bugs crawling through my foot. They need to be, what was I talking about? I don't know. But yoga and meditation, oh yeah, the breathing techniques for lymph fluid is in through your nose. Make sure your stomach's expanding. Out through your mouth. Breathe out longer than you breathe in if able. And when you breathe out, be bringing your stomach in. So it helps with the fluid flow in our bodies, along with a variety of other exercises I do, which I can't find my sheets for that. I need to start doing them again. I know them, the exercises. I just need to do them in the right order. But a lot of massaging of body parts, and you can do it all on the bed. Uh, just butt lifting and stretches and stuff. and then wrapping your legs if you're starting to get puffy legged. But it's best to have it done by a professional first, and they'll show you what materials to pick up, and they can figure out how bad your condition is with it. But that's my life with MS for the week. Uh, if you've seen my, finally got some pictures behind us. This is a replication of the Pabst Wolf mirror, which I haven't found the actual mirror yet. I have two of them. Uh, but that's Pabst Wolf mirror, original print. And I have it set up where it's sitting a little higher than a deer. Deer's running across a frozen lake and they're sitting on land. So I like the layout of it. And this is a deer picture I fell in love with, and my dad decided to throw it in a frame and give it to me. So I am giving it a good home. But yeah, starting to get some things on the wall here. Walls, and starting to make our house look lived in now. But that is it for this week. Keep following Undercover Love MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes. Leave a comment, I'll comment back. And we will talk to you again, hopefully next Monday. So have a great week. Kick the shit out of a monster. Don't let anybody tell you anything about your condition unless they're a doctor. Or unless they're dealing with it also. Uh, and we'll get back soon. Take care. Bye.